The Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on Newstalk ZB.
You know, there, if you watched the Parliament as I did yesterday afternoon, you could feel it building, couldn't you? Question time focused largely on the treaty bill. There was a growing angst. Jerry Brownlee, the Speaker, spent far too much time calling for order. It was low rent, not unheard of, but full of needless aggro. Then came the so-called debate. 11 speeches led off by the architect of it all, David Seymour, who spoke, as he has throughout this whole shambolic process, very eloquently. He was followed by Willie Jackson, who also spoke very passionately until he called Seymour a liar and got booted out of the House. Most of the rest of the speeches were boring and said what you thought they might say, depending on what side of the House the Speaker came from. National were in the invidious position of defending their position while not defending the bill. They can blame Christopher Luxon for this, because how he let it find its way to the place it is beyond me. Either as a coalition deal, let it ride, or kill it before you sign the deal in the first place. But this halfway house is the worst of all possible worlds, and it looked like it as he was on a plane to South America and the poor sods he left behind had to do their best to defend it all. The whole affair, sadly, was not what you might want or expect from our House of Representatives. Beyond anything else, we appear to have lost the ability to debate cordially, to agree to disagree, to listen to others' views, to be mature, to be adult, to accept that we don't all have to be on the same page. And by the time the Maori Party burst into haka and wrecked it all, Jerry rolled his eyes, literally, and suspended proceedings for the day. I caught up with the fallout on Sky News. God knows what the Australians were making of it all. This sort of thing tends to go a bit global, so more embarrassment for this country. We look ridiculous. We look like amateurs. We look like petty little children bitching at each other. We look like Kamala Harris supporters on TikTok. We are, I think, I hope, better than this. That lot yesterday in the House of Representatives is not us. It's not representative, because if it is, we're all buggered.
The Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on Newstalk ZB.